Hi, everybody. Sorry for the delay. It's 9:02, but I was looking for my ruler because I've got some of my J crew to whip into shape. Critter. So anyway, happy Friday evening to everybody. Thanks for coming out and joining me. I hope everybody's had a really good week. It's been a good week here, and now it's Friday. Yay. So I think we're going to go help with a CCW class tomorrow. And Sunday is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there and fathers of human children or four-legged children. Whatever you father, thanks for being a father. So, we're going to be doing some Father's Day-ish things here around our house. And we don't really have too much exciting going on this weekend. We both kind of have the weekend off, and we'll probably do some fun things, gun things. And we did do some reloading tonight. Have some beauties here to share with you all. So I don't know. It always seems to go too fast. I don't know. Maybe we need to move back to a single stage press or something, because it seems like we just reload and it happens so quickly and then we're done. So, but I do have to say I'm kind of a nerd in the way that so my husband was the one pulling the handle tonight, and I was like, I'm going to go through our brass and I'm going to pick out all of the pretty little shiny nickel ones here. And I just like those. I don't know. They're really cool. These are the Missouri bullets that we have. Can't really see it. I'm trying to get it in a better light. There we go, against the white stripe. So yeah, these are the Missouri bullets that we're loading here in 9mm. And went up to Full Circle Reloading Shop a couple days ago, picked up more bullets so that we could get some more reloaded. And we have had actually a lot of primer notifications lately on Shooting Bot. I don't know specifically where they're from. I haven't looked, but we have gotten a lot of notifications. So the primers are out there, and I'm talking like small pistol primers even. So if you haven't started using Shooting Bot, if you don't have a local place that is able to get primers in right now, give that a try so that you can, I don't know, stay up with it. Critter, are you asking about if the bullets are in black? Yes, they are. Yep. We're going to try to do some, yeah, that's right, homegrown freedom seeds. That's right, Reese. We're going to try to do some coating of our own, but I don't know. I'm partial to, can you all guess what color? What color do you all think I would pick for the coating that I would want to use? I bet a few of you will know that one. Wait, which way? See, my camera is backwards from, there we go. We'll point to those. So yeah, I would definitely pick the blue powder to try that in, make it look really pretty. Actually, I thought about doing like, a whole rainbow of colors, or I don't know, maybe some blue and turquoise. I like that color combination. So yep, Drew Bradley, you guessed it, blue. How did you guess? What was your first clue? Do you think I like blue? Is it possible? That's always my color of choice. Even when I was in high school and I wrecked my first pickup truck, I decided that my next vehicle needed to be blue, and I would not settle until I had a blue car. So my second car after I wrecked my truck was a blue car. Now don't make fun, but it was a Pontiac Sunbird. It wasn't a pickup, so it wasn't really a very cool car. I thought it was cool at the time, though. I was a high school girl, so Yeah. So, okay. So Critter says, I've powder coated in black, but Missouri Bullet was always in a brownish maroon. This is, this is really close to black, honestly. Like it's, I could see a little bit of a copper tint to it, maybe, but it's really pretty black. It kind of depends on the light that you're in, but I wouldn't give it any kind of maroonish qualities for sure. So, and I think it just really depends too on, where you're getting them, because I know that at Full Circle, this is the only color that they carry. So, speaking of Full Circle, so, like I said in my video, we have our, Full Circle is partnering up with us to help get a Dylan press to one of you guys. And, not just any press. I mean, we're going with the 550C. So you're going to get a nice little progressive press. And I'm really hoping that whoever wins it will send his ball handle, off to one of my most favorite subscribers. That's Bob Shell. And I'm not sure if Bob Shell is going to be joining us tonight, but if you are the lucky winner of this Dylan press, please, oh please, send your ball handle on to Bob Shell, because he is such a fan of those ball handles. He's not. He likes to give me a really hard time about my ball handle. I don't know. Now it's a little bit of resistance from me, just because, I don't like to be told what to do. So no, there is a roller handle coming. I promise you, it's on the way, and I'm going to do a video of me changing that out. So, so let's see. Reese says he switched from blue to red. Are you talking about the powder coating, Reese? We actually had some red powder coated, or some red coated bullets we had gotten from, was it maybe Acme Bullet Company? They had the lipstick rounds. And so I actually did a video or a picture. I don't remember what I had. I had something on somewhere of those lipstick rounds. And actually their motto for that is super cute. It's kiss your target. So I thought that was really fun, but I don't know. I wasn't such a fan. They kind of had a little bit of a smell, to when we shot them, but I did love the packaging. So this was the packaging for that, in case you guys haven't ever seen this before. See if I can get this focused in a little bit better here. So this is the Acme high-tech coated bullets. And I mean, how adorable, seriously. And I know that's exactly what you guys are going for when you're looking for bullets, right? The adorable packaging. So when we first got this, we were like, how do we open this? But it was nailed together. It had little tiny nails in there, and you just pop it open and the bullets were in there. So yeah, I'm not sure how much this kind of packaging costs, but super cute. So, and I'm trying to remember where it was. I think this might come from Grafts that we got these. So yeah, if you're interested in ever trying any of these, check them out. Grafts has them. Another place, I was wondering if anybody here is from Minnesota. And I have a reason for asking this, or if you've ever visited Minnesota. There is a reloading place up there called Gun Stop Reloading Supplies. It's in Minnetonka, Minnesota. And we've been having some conversations with them. They look really cool. If you want to look them up, they're at www.gunstop.com. And they just kind of look like a really neat place. So I don't know. We've been talking about maybe taking a trip to Minnesota, because it's much cooler up there than it is here right now. It has been like 100 degrees almost all week. And tomorrow it's going to be the low temperature of 84. And then it's going back up again this next week. And in fact, we just heard today that the temperatures all summer are going to match this. So yeah, not really looking forward to that. If I wanted to have temperatures like that, I would probably move to Texas with Critter. So yeah, we better keep our air conditioner well maintained this summer because I think it's going to get a workout. So I've got a little humorous comment here. Not really humorous, but Kent Owens says, I prefer the ball handle on my 550B. Kent, I would love to hear why. I've never actually talked to anybody that wants to keep their ball handle, that prefers the ball handle to the roller handle. So drop an answer there in the chat, because I'm interested to hear why you like the ball handle. The ball handle's cool and all. But every time I go to the reloading shop, when I go to Full Circle, I can't not pull that roller handle. I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't know. I can't say exactly what it is, but I really like it. So I need to give a little shout out here. I've got a lot of people jumping on. So I want to say hi to Affordable Armory. He got the front row seat tonight. I cannot believe that he was the first one here, because usually Affordable Armory, you are always in contest with trying to beat someone else out. And I'm not sure that person's here yet. So Critter is here. Reese is here. Reese is a fan that traveled to see me in Houston, and probably the rest of the stuff at NRA too. But I'll just go with coming to see me, right, Reese? Steven, good to see you here. Wiley Thompson is here. Mark Thomas. Drew Bradley is back. Nice to see you. So let's see who else we have here. Vic Hindry. Howdy. Good to see you. Reese, pick me. Reese really wants that press. You know what, Reese? If I draw your number, that'll be totally awesome. GGW Reloading is here. Kent Owens is here. Okay. So Kent answered me about the ball handle. About the ball handle. I have big hands, and just resting my palm on the handle feels good. Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody has their own preference. When I'm reloading, you guys can't ever see this in any of the videos, but when I reload, I actually like to put my foot up on the leg of the table, because it's a horizontal leg. And so I always put my one foot up on that leg. I don't know why. I just do. That's how I always stand to reload. So not sure. Reese, that is so sweet. If I don't win your giveaway, I'd still consider buying one from Full Circle just to support the channel. That is so sweet. Alan Bennett from Full Circle, he's the owner of Full Circle, and he's been on our show. I'll have to tell him that you said that. That's really, really sweet. If y'all remember, Alan, when he did the video, the live with me, he had a baby that was, I want to say his baby was about a week old at the time, if y'all remember. And he was, holding the baby, and the baby was pretty good and pretty quiet. And the baby is doing more baby things now and keeping them awake a little more. And so they are two very tired parents. They have two daughters as well. And so I'm always checking on Alan and his wife just to see how everything's going, because I feel for them. Some of us have been there, right? And we know it's exhausting. Eric Andrews, hello, good to see you. Lost Ways Detecting and Treasure Hunting. Hey, good to see you. Good morning. Oh boy. We have been on the air already that long. The time just flew. So yeah, anyway, back to the 5,000 subscriber drawing. First of all, I want to say I have gone up. My subscriber count has actually gone up quite a bit in the last few days. We're up to, I want to say we were at 1750 when I announced the drawing this last week, and we're up to 1805 right now. So that's not bad. We still have a ways to go, to get to that 5,000 mark, but I have faith that it's going to probably go very, very quickly. Like I think, it's hard in the summer. Summer is really slow time, I think, for YouTube, especially shooting channels, just because most people who do this kind of stuff are busy in the summers, right? Like we're outside, we're shooting and we're doing all these things, doing outdoorsy things and not really sitting around watching a lot of YouTube. So I'm pretty sure, come fall, we're probably going to pick up, but hopefully we reach 5,000 subs before fall and I can give away that press, because that would be so super cool. And I don't know, I think it would be really fun for whoever wins the press. We could do like a live together, and we could just have, I don't know, we could just have some kind of live where we're both reloading at the same time or something, or I'm helping you get your press set up, maybe give you one-on-one tutorial if you need help. I know most of you don't need help, so but just in case. Good to see you. Hello, it's me. Thanks for joining. Chris338 is here. So Chris338 says, if I win, I'll pay it forward. I have 2 for 1 small primers and 1 large. Hey, that'd be awesome. I know. I'm telling you, those primers. I mean, I really, really am hopeful. And somebody mentioned the other day that there's actually a new company that is starting to make primers. I don't know if any of you have any intel on that. But if you do, drop it in the chat, because I don't even remember where I heard that from. I think I remember, but I don't want to cite my source in case I'm wrong. But there is supposed to be, the rumor is that there's a new company making primers. But of course, it's not an overnight thing. That's still going to take a couple of months. So yeah. So Critter is not doing a damn thing outside until they turn off the oven. Critter, I don't blame you, man. I mean, it is miserable. We went out for Mexican tonight, my husband and I. And I said, hey, because we took my Jeep, and I said, hey, I'll park as close to the door as we can so we don't have to walk through the heat. And he, I parked like 1 row from the door, and we got out, and he was like, yep, still in the heat. It's just so hot. I mean, it's gross. It's so hot that my husband, who loves to grill, said, I'm not grilling. I mean, that's hot. So I don't know. It's too hot to even go out and do, we can't rock climb in this, and we could ice climb in this. I mean, it would sure feel good, right? If any ice would stick around in this, we could just plaster ourselves to the side of it, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way. So let's see. Yeah. Affordable Armory says, true, people are outdoors more in the summer, but they can also live vicariously through gun videos. That is true. And I don't know if any of you have ever heard of the channel, I don't want to say it wrong, Awaken with JP. He's a comedian, and he's got long red hair, not like Carrot Top like hair, but he's got long red hair, and he is so funny. He's got some, I would encourage you guys to check his channel out. But he's got one video in particular that I really think you all would enjoy. Maybe you've already seen it, but it is a video of him admitting that he was wrong about guns and gun control. Apparently, like 4 years ago, he did a video about I don't know, gun owners, kind of making fun of gun owners and making gun owners seem ignorant. And he has since, like about 4 months ago, he did a video about why he was wrong. And it was actually, him saying he was wrong about his beliefs, that he has since become a gun owner, that he supports the Second Amendment, and that, he's all about freedom, and the Second Amendment affords us freedom. And so if you haven't seen this video, you need to go look it up, because it is not right now. Wait till after the live. I'm just saying. But you seriously need to check it out. It's very good. And I would like to ask him, okay, you've had this mind shift. And he said that the reason in the video, he says the reason he had a mind shift was because he got a family and he wanted to be able to protect them. But my question to him is, how do we get more people to have a mind shift like this? Because, we need that. We really need that. And I've always thought that anti-gun people couldn't be changed to become gun people, but he was that. And so it makes me really wonder. Yes, Reese, you're right. He does a lot of parody stuff. I won't talk about all of them here. I'll let you guys go check them out, but it is pretty entertaining channel. So, let's see. The guys who bought Red River Armory. I'm not sure. Reese, who are you talking about? Hello, it's me. A cold front just hit Wisconsin. Really? Like how cold? Like 90? Let's see. Primers are short everywhere. Thought it was just here in Idaho. No, lost ways detecting and treasure hunting. Primers are short everywhere. It is. It's a nationwide thing. But I will say that, unfortunately, while the smaller businesses are not able to get them, bigger places like Midway are still carrying them and still able to sell them. So we've been using, in case you didn't hear me say earlier, Lost Ways, we've been using shootingbot.com. I don't get any kind of kickback for them, but I have talked about them a lot just because it has worked for us. So if you go on to shootingbot.com, you can put in what you're looking for. It can be primers, it can be powder, it can be whatever. Any components you're looking for, they will then send you a notification every time that's available at any of the online vendors. So like one time, we got a notification and we clicked on the link and it took us to Midway, and we ordered a brick from Midway and it was delivered less than 2 days later. So it's very, very reliable, but you have to really be on it. Like if you don't click on the link right away, they're going to be gone. So, but it gets sent. I mean, it's very punctual. The notifications when they get sent to you, they're very punctual. So, let's see. So Mark asks, Jenny, what do you think of the government trying to control production of 5.56 and 223? Well, what do you think I think of that? I mean, I think what we're all thinking, right? Because that goes completely against everything that we want. And this is why, honestly, this is why I keep telling people that there's more than one reason to reload. Okay. yes, I know components are harder to get right now. I know that they are more expensive right now, but look at it this way. If you can reload, even if we are told you can't buy this ammo because it's not being produced anymore, at least not for civilians, guess what? I don't need to worry about buying it. We need to become more self-reliant in these aspects because we really don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, do we? We can hope for the best. But you know, there's no telling. There are a lot of crazy people in this world. And I was just reading tonight about a representative saying that she thought that the voting age should be dropped to 16 and the gun age should be raised to 21. And I thought, oh boy, yeah. You know, I've got a 15-year-old and I love my 15-year-old and she's smart, but I sure as heck wouldn't want her voting because no, I just wouldn't want her voting. But have I taught her how to shoot a gun responsibly? Yes, I have. And have I taught her how to take care of firearms? Yes, I have. Those are the things that she is old enough and responsible enough to do. But you know, I wouldn't want her casting a ballot right now because I don't think that I don't know. I don't think that 16-year-olds are equipped to make choices like that. So, you know, let's see. Oh, wow. Hello, it's me. Only a high of 68 tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I'm jealous. I think we need to go on a road trip because dang, 68 sounds pretty pleasant after we've been melting and melting. And, you know, we had a storm this morning and I was out pretty early this morning and I had to go out in the middle of the storm. It was about 5:00 in the morning and our garbage can was blown clear down our alley and tipped over and it's pouring rain. And of course I had a bag of garbage to take out and I wasn't just going to leave it there. So I had to go track the stupid garbage can down, get it upright. Of course, you know, there's garbage water all over me. It was just disgusting. I felt like my hands were disgusting. I had to drag it back up to the driveway, put it back up next to the garage, put the garbage bag in it. And it stormed and stormed, and the wind was so strong. My husband was driving to work, and he saw lightning hit something in St. Louis, and he said he saw like sparks and things blowing in the air, like all kinds of things just blowing up through the air. So yeah, it was a pretty dandy storm, and you know, we saw a little bit of standing water, but we're really afraid things within the next few weeks, things are going to be dried out around here. And our some of the corn is about here on me already. So much for the knee high by the 4th of July thing, because that is definitely not a thing anymore. But, you know, I'm afraid that corn is, I don't know, it seems like things are getting so hot so suddenly that I don't know, it's just too much chance that things are going to dry out and our crops are going to suffer. So let's see. Critter, Midway is acting just like Cheaper Than Dirt with their limits and no relief from shipping. Yeah. Well, yeah, and unfortunately, you know, when you buy primers and stuff and you have to pay that hazmat fee, that does not help. But still, I would rather do that than have no components. And, you know, I'm more than happy to pay a hazmat fee just so I know that I have my components in stock. GGW reloading, 79 tomorrow, 102 on Tuesday. Oh, yeah, that's about what we're facing here too. About 84 tomorrow and then back in the hundreds all next week. Critter, I have an armory and ammo depot. Is that a store? I don't know. Critter, you're gonna have to tell me. I mean, I could look it up, but I don't want to because you can just tell me. GGW reloading. What's the Boy Scout motto? Exactly. Always be prepared, right? And we should always be prepared. Shooting gallery. Hey, good to see you. Stephen Hall, be prepared. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Reese. Oh, the new primer people. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Is that who it is? I wasn't sure. And I don't know if there's been any timeline released on that or anything. Walter Bunning. Good to see you. Nice and cool here at my place on the central coast of Cali. Walter Bunning, please tell us all, are you back home now? Because I wasn't sure when I read your message the other night if you were home or if you were still in the hospital. So, yes, I'm so glad to see you. I hope that you're recovering well. So if you guys missed it, Mr. Bunning is one of our channel friends. He was actually my very first live interview or guest, I guess I should say. I learned so much from Mr. Bunning, and I tell you what, Walter, please write a book. Write a book about your life, seriously. I mean, I would talk it up on my channel, and you know, we could have Mr. Bunning and Jenny J guest appearances. We could have like a little tent, and like, you know, I could have a little picture or something, headshot I can sign for people, and Mr. Bunning could have a book and he could autograph it for people. That'd be so cool. Let's see. Utah is hot, Stephen Hall says. Yeah, I know. And Stephen, you know, I've talked about rock climbing in Utah, and I don't think I'd want to go right now. Nope. So anyway, Mr. Bunning is at home recovering well. I am so glad to hear that. Reese calls Mr. Bunning Crash. Oh, poor Mr. Bunning. Snake oil show, Mr. Bunning. Hey! I resemble that remark. Kent Owens, North Carolina mountains here. Ooh, jealous. I would love to go to the North Carolina mountains. Been very hot and humid. Yeah, I don't want that. Finally cooled down this evening after a thunderstorm. Yeah, see, it was cool this morning. It was like only 70 after our storm, and then it got so humid. Ugh, it was nasty. Yeah, Steven, way too hot to go rock climbing for sure. Critter 9A can make breakfast on the truck hood. You know what, Critter? Okay, I challenge you, Critter, to make a video of you making your breakfast on your truck hood tomorrow morning or Sunday morning. You take your pick. But we all want to see. What do you guys want to see? Scrambled eggs and pancakes? So, Critter, there you go. You're making your breakfast. Maybe fry up some bacon and you can make your breakfast. If not breakfast, I mean lunch. We'll take that. But I think it'd be hilarious to see a video of Critter making breakfast on his truck hood. You know, one thing, this totally has nothing to do with shooting. When I was a kid, I've told you guys that my dad had a steam engine when I was growing up. It was a 19 horsepower Keck Gonnerman. And we would take the steam engine to steam shows. And I don't know how many of you have ever been to steam shows before, or Threshers reunions. But we would take our Keck Gonnerman to steam shows. And so the one thing we would do is, you run your engine all day. You get up first thing in the morning, you build your fire in the firebox with your wood. And as the day goes on, to make your fire hotter, you start throwing coal in. And then you run your engine. Sometimes we would just run our engine for exhibition things, like we might run it up an incline, because that's actually really cool to see these steam engines going up this incline. And we would have two go up on either side, and then we have pictures of them. They'd meet nose to nose in the middle. So these two big steam engines, would do that. Now the thing is, of course, you cannot make a steam engine go forward down a hill because of the boiler. You can't let the boiler plate get dry. And when a steam engine goes face forward down a hill, your boiler plate will get dry. So what happens? Your steam engine will blow up, right? So anyway, we would do that, or we would sometimes have we would hook it to fans, hook it to sawmills. Sometimes they would take it out and hook plows to the back end and do some threshing or plowing. And so anyway, the steam engines would be running all day long, and we would have those fires going nice and hot. So somebody would, and it was usually, we would designate who was going to do this. They would take a big roast, a big hunk of meat, and they would wrap it in foil, and they would put vegetables in there. And then you just throw it up in the front of your engine. You would open up the smoke box at the very front of the engine. And so you open that up and you put that in there, or you could put wrap up ears of corn, stuff like that. Put it in the smoke box, close the door, and then that food cooks all day, right? So then we would go at night after the steam show was kind of closed, and we'd shut the engines down for the night and stuff, unless somebody was going to have a spark show, which that's also really cool to see if you haven't ever seen that. But anyway, that's our meal that we would have at night. So we would cook the food inside the steam engine during the day, and then we would eat the roast and the vegetables and everything at night around the campfire, because everybody would camp at these places. And, it was just great fun, great camaraderie. And so that's one of my favorite, I would say, childhood memories, is doing that. Because it's just something different, right? And that's not anything any of my friends ever did. My regular friends. Of course, I had steam engine friends, but it's nothing that my regular friends ever did. And it's just kind of cool, just something a little bit different to do. So that was a really long story to tell you, but it just Critter cooking on his truck made me think of that. So see, Critter, squirrels, you got me off on a tangent and telling you all this probably boring story, but you all listened. I'm so proud of you. And I didn't even have to get my ruler out. So nice. Okay. So Lost Ways, going to bed, time to run. Good night. Critter's making scrambled eggs and bacon. Perfect. Oh no. Hello, it's me. Has a sore throat, probably from running the AC. Probably the air is dry. Yeah, that'd be my guess too. Reese, I have fried eggs on the top of a 55-gallon drum. Ooh, there you go. Sounds good. Mustafa, hey, from Connecticut. How are you doing? Walter Bunning. Thank you, Mr. Bunning, for telling me it was a cool story. You're such a good school teacher, because, you let your students ramble. How many times have we had students tell us a story and we're like, is there an end to this story? Kent Owens, those old steam engines are very interesting. Yes, they are. My dad ended up selling his a few years ago, and he regrets it. It's kind of the same thing as when I asked you guys a couple weeks ago, is there a gun that you've sold that you regret selling? And that was my dad. He sold his steam engine because it needed some repairs, and my dad's getting older and repairs are expensive. And he just thought, you know what? I'm going to let somebody else deal with it. And now he regrets doing that. So, but he does also collect Oliver tractors. And so if any of you know anything about tractors, every time we see an Oliver, my dad gets all worked up because he loves his Oliver tractors. So, Vic Hindery, I have to put this comment up. Okay. Just watching Tucker Carlson. Is it me or is everyone getting upset with the way this country is being run? Huh. I don't know what you're talking about, Vic. I mean, we're all perfectly delighted at the way this country is being run right now, right? Reese, there's some romance to those old stories. Aw, yeah, I think so too. I mean, that's why sometimes I think the older we get, the more we reminisce about things, right? So, millions of illegal aliens crossing our border. Yeah. USMC 89. Hey, good to see you. I'll be passing through your area tomorrow on my way to Kansas City for work, hitting the pew pew shops along the way. Hey, cool. USMC, if you want some shops to hit around in the St. Louis area, if I could recommend a few, I would definitely, you might be going down 70. If you go down 70, you definitely have to stop in at Eagle Armory. They are some of our favorites. And yeah, so definitely check out Eagle Armory. They are on 70, so very easy to get to. They are technically in, I'm trying to remember if it's St. Peter's or O'Fallon. They're gonna, if any of them are logged in, and sometimes they log in and they're very quiet about logging into my live, but my very favorite out there is Ken. And so if Ken is watching, he's one of my subscribers, and I love going out to Eagle and visiting Ken. So he might get mad at me if he watches this, and I'm don't remember if it's O'Fallon or St. Peter's, but if anybody knows the St. Louis area, you know that every one of our towns just kind of is squished up next to the next town. And so we have St. Louis, and then we have St. Charles, and we have St. Peter's, and then we have O'Fallon, and then we have Wentzville, and they're all kind of like stacked up right next to each other. And you kind of don't know where the border of each one is. They just all melt together. So anyway, if you go through on 70, definitely check out Eagle Armory. You can also look at Gateway Gun Club at USMC, but that's kind of a little more off the beaten path. Although, if you were to take 370 around the north side of the St. Louis area, Gateway Gun Club is actually just off 370. And so that's one of our other favorite places to visit. And then, of course, Ultimate Defense is another favorite. That's a shooting range, but they also have guns. They have a gun shop there too. So 3 great places for you to go check out. And then, of course, you can always check out the Reloading Shop, Full Circle, if you want to go in there. Let's see, Reese, any shops in Belleville? Ooh, I don't know. Are there any shops in Belleville? I don't. Yeah, that's Illinois, and I'm not really sure. You'd have to Google that one. I try not to. Sorry, no offense to all my Illinois people, but I try not to go to Illinois if I can help it. There are reasons. So yeah. Most definitely, please do. I'll be traveling 70. There you go, USMC. Perfect. Yep. So hopefully you got those. You can always go back and refer to this video because it will be posted as soon as we end our broadcast. Chris 338 lurkers. All right. So, oh yeah, Chesterfield. Yes, Chesterfield. Chesterfield is not quite like, it's not as in the line on 70 as, that's kind of a little further south. So I don't include Chesterfield, but it is a nice area. I will say that. You can get a shot on every corner. Oh, okay. So Critter used to work for Wiltel in Chesterfield. Yeah, I found out the other day that Critter is a former St. Chuck fan, or St. Chuck inhabitant. So he used to live in St. Charles and has lived in Creve Coeur, which is part of St. Louis too. And so yeah, small world. But Critter left here before I ever got here. And Chris 338, I'm in Indiana. I don't go to Illinois either. Yeah, see, now, okay, Chris, if we could just do this, okay, if Indiana and Missouri could just touch and we could just like to Illinois, like just chop them out and just kind of like toss them, you know, it would be okay. I mean, Indiana is a great place. Lots of good things in Indiana. I mean, I used to live in Indiana, so, you know, that was one thing. So, I'm curious, Chris, where in Indiana are you at? I may have asked you this before, and forgive me if I'm not remembering, but yeah, you agree. Exactly. So yeah, now I will say, okay, I don't want to completely diss Illinois. There are good things in Illinois. One really great thing in Illinois, I'm going to say three really great things. See, the more I think about it, the more great things there are in Illinois. Number one, Passaw Park, P-A-S-A Park. Okay, that's where I've done some of my videos. That's that outdoor shooting range. We're members there. That is a place where Smith & Wesson started that range, and it is a very beautiful area. Very great place to shoot. So if you ever want to go shoot outdoors, go to Passaw Park in Barry, Illinois. So that's great thing number one. Great thing number two in Illinois is Piasaw Armory. Okay, they are just on the other side of the river from where we are at. They're actually the people who made the Jenny J cups for us. And so they are fantastic. We're actually planning to do a video of their facility. They have a super, super cool facility, and I cannot wait to show you guys what they do, because they have a little bit of everything. They sell guns. They have reloading stuff. They do reloading there on site. They have holster makers on site. Obviously they have the laser etching stuff. They'll laser etch your grips on your guns, except for SIG. They can't do those because they're made out of a little bit different material and it's thinner. And then they also do CCW classes, but they do all of self-defense with their CCW. They teach you alternate forms of self-defense too. So I cannot wait to show you their facility because they're really cool. So that's thing number two in Illinois that's cool. Thing number three in Illinois that's cool is I talked a little bit about him before, and I actually have a video that we're finishing up about him. Half God Tactical has a small shooting range in Godfrey, Illinois, and it's called the Proving Ground. And so that is cool thing number three. And so you can buy membership there too to go out and shoot. So those are three cool things in Illinois. So I ask forgiveness, anybody in Illinois, but those are three cool things that, so Illinois is not completely all bad. Okay, so Chris 338, Southeast near Madison. Hey, you know what? I actually have some friends that just moved to the Madison area about a year ago. And they lived up in West Lafayette where I lived. They were, well, actually, they still are. I'm not in it anymore, but I was in it with them. We were fife and drum American Revolution reenactors together. And so they live down there now. Really beautiful area. So very jealous. That's a very pretty area to live in. GGW Reloading always associates Illinois with the Blues Brothers. That's true. And, you know, I mean, I guess that's okay too, right? You know what? Affordable Armory, I know. I wondered where Jeff was too. I hope he's okay. And yes, he is always here, and I haven't heard from him. So, and you know, he's a member. Not only is he a subscriber, he's actually a member of the Jenny J 1911 channel. And yeah, so I'm kind of wondering too, because I know Affordable Armory, he's always having a contest with you to see who can get here first. And usually he prides himself on that, but who knows? I mean, he may have had something else going on tonight. So I'm sure we'll hear something from him soon. Critter. So Critter says, I drove a 2.5 ton in the back alleyways in Korea, drove most of Europe, and survived Saudi drivers, but Missouri was weird. Okay, so Critter, I have to tell you, people that drive, I can't say all of Missouri, but people who drive in the St. Louis area are awful drivers. They don't look. And I was driving with my 18-year-old the other day. We're driving down 70, and it was midday. And she said, oh my gosh, why are all these wrecked cars? Like, you know, we would go every, I don't know, several hundred yards. And I was like, you know, it's because the drivers here are so bad. I mean, you just get used to seeing it. I would drive to my school to teach every day, and there would be new wrecked cars all along the side of the road from the wrecked cars that were there the day before. And every day it was always new wrecked cars. And I don't know, I just don't understand. But you know, I have people, you have to be a very good defensive driver here, because for some reason people just swerve in front of you, and they're just crazy. And, you know, my husband says that this is just like how all big city drivers are, which may be. Wichita is the only other city that I've lived in before. And I don't remember the drivers being this way in Wichita, but maybe they were. I don't know. I was younger, so maybe I didn't care as much. I might have been one of those drivers. I don't know. But, you know, Reese, people in Louisville, Kentucky don't drive any better. I haven't heard that about them, but I'm not doubting you at all. Bending Ballistics, good to see you. I actually have driven in Tennessee. I've driven in Tennessee quite a bit, actually. I've visited there a lot. It's one of my favorite places to go, and love the mountains in Tennessee. So used to have some family in Tennessee, and yeah, but I've never really noticed the drivers being, I don't know. I've never really noticed the drivers being that bad down there. So I don't know. So Critter, I learned to drive in Dallas at 75 miles per hour. You know what? I haven't allowed my 18-year-old yet to drive in St. Louis. There's a reason for that. Yeah, I don't know. Joe Little. Hey, Joe Little. How are you doing? Joe Little. I think Joe Little might have did you just become a member? I'm not sure why you're showing up blue on my screen, but I'm thinking maybe you did. And so thank you. And I do agree with what you're saying. A driver's license should cost $1,000. It's true. Like, I don't know. People are so, we need to we need to keep some of the scary drivers off the road, but I don't know. I guess at least if people are driving, hopefully they're driving themselves to work and not being mooches on society. I don't know. Tony Romano says Houston, Texas is nothing like you were describing. We just drove in Houston for the NRA meeting, and I don't know. I didn't actually do any of the driving. I let my husband do all the driving. But I don't know. He didn't really complain about anybody. So I don't know. Maybe they aren't as good as I assumed, but so let's see here. Now I know I'm getting okay, Affordable Armory. And Bending Ballistics says that's a super chat. I don't know. I don't know all these things. You guys have to school me on that. Rob Wells, so thank you for the super chat. That's okay. Now I know. Joe Little, thank you for the super chat. That's awesome. Yay. See, I learned something new. Not only did you do a really awesome thing for the Jenny J 1911 channel, but you taught me something too. So yay. It's a good night. Okay, now I lost my place. So Rob Wells, hey from coastal North Carolina. Bad drivers here too. Many northerners migrating. Yeah, you probably get the northern East Coasters, I bet. Like New Yorkers, maybe. Yeah, so that might be some iffy driving. I know how they drive too. I used to be related to some New Yorkers. So I've seen them drive. It's not pretty. Reese, people in Austin, Texas are as bad. I quit riding my motorcycle because I got tired of people trying to kill me. That's not good. See, okay, so I guess I stand corrected. We have bad drivers everywhere. And I suppose that part of my, I don't know, being unaware, my naivete to all of this, I suppose, is having grown up in Northwest Ohio, where everything was rural. We just did not have city driving. And until I went to the University of Toledo for college as a freshman in college, I had never driven in city traffic, really. So that was probably my first exposure to city traffic. And I don't know. I don't remember Toledo drivers being that bad, but they probably were. And like I said, I was just young and probably didn't know any better. So Drew Bradley, Florida drivers on I-95, I think, doing 110 miles per hour, hitting the rev limiters for 40 minutes straight. Made no sense to me why they do that. I don't know. And you know what? I hear people, okay, so, gas prices right now are just insane. Which I saw a news story tonight saying, oh, but hang on. In like a week, gas prices are going to go down again. Sure. I'll believe it when I see it. But anyway, I don't understand. I do hear people still like revving their engines and peeling out from stops and stuff. And I'm thinking, why are you wasting your gas? I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand why people do that anyway to begin with. But Chris 338 says there's a money button down below. Oh. I guess I don't see the money button, so I don't know that. See, I learn new things every day. I'm always a learner. Critter's son scared the life out of him by taking corners and turns at 40 miles per hour in a 20-year-old truck. Well, at least At least it wasn't a brand new truck, I guess, right? You could have wrecked your brand new truck. So hopefully he has slowed down a little since then, Critter. Ogden, Utah is a really bad place for accidents. Really? I would just think people in Utah, everything's so calm. I don't know. I always think of Utah as being calm, but maybe not. Affordable Armory. They don't call me word girl for nothing. Naivete. That's a $5 word. Yeah. I mean, my favorite word actually, I actually have a lot of favorite words, but my favorite word is penultimate. And if any of you can guess the definition to penultimate without looking it up and cheating, drop it in the chat. Let's see if any of you know what penultimate means. But that's actually my favorite word. I just think it's cool that there's actually a word for this thing. So let's see if any of you know. Hello, it's me. I now have that image of the 30 police car pile up on the Blues Brothers. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Bending Ballistics. Gas dropped 21 cents today here in Kentucky. No kidding. Huh. Any word on why Bending Ballistics and if it's going to stay that way, if it's going to keep going down? I mean, that's kind of promising, actually. That's kind of good news. Maybe we all need to go out and buy a lottery ticket. It's our lucky day. Justin Tranchel? I don't know. I would say, if I were to guess, it'd be Tranchel. Let me know if I'm right. You're in Las Vegas. I stay away from I-15 by the Strip because we get all your crazies here for the weekend. Yeah, they probably rent cars and they don't care what they do with that rental car and they just drive like crazy people. Yeah, I can totally see that. Justin, I'm kind of curious. So do you go to SHOT Show? Have you ever been to SHOT Show? Let me know because we are planning to go to SHOT Show for our first time this next January. Super, super excited about that and cannot wait. You know, we had so much fun in Houston at the NRA annual meeting, and I hear SHOT Show is just way, way, way crazier and busier and bigger and more exhausting. And I am so excited for that. So, let's see. Drew Bradley. Drew Bradley. I guess you found the button, Drew Bradley, because my little box around your name just turned blue. So yay. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Drew. That is awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys are so sweet. I tell people about my J crew all the time. See, you guys are you're my J crew. I tell people about you guys all the time. I'm like, you know what? They are the most awesome group of people because they call themselves the J crew and they are the most dependable, reliable friends. They just are always there. And it's just, you guys are just so amazing. The support that you give me and give this channel is just mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing. And ever since that first video that I made, I actually just went and looked the other day because I was kind of curious. I was like, I don't even remember really what was my first video. But my first video was the unboxing of my Springfield Armory Ronin EMP. And you all know how that turned out. So, I mean, the lighting, oh my gosh, I look at those videos and I'm just like, you guys couldn't even see anything. And yet you watched and you guys stuck by me. You stuck by me through all of the bad lighting and everything. Just, and those first videos we recorded with my husband's cell phone. That's it. We were in our basement with one fluorescent light overhead. And I'm not kidding you. We have different lights. We have different lights now. We have a much nicer camera. We have a much nicer computer. Like just all of these things to try to make these videos better. The only thing really that we have left to do is we have a microphone It's a directional mic, but we're getting some lavalier mics just to kind of make things a little bit better sound quality. And then I feel like we're going to be pretty set. Of course, I'm still learning how to edit videos. And if you guys notice, I've been adding more little things to my videos. I'm always so proud of myself. Make sure you stick around to the end of my videos, because when I have my little outro, I learned that at the end, it's called the outro. When I have my outro that says, thanks for watching, Jenny J911, like and subscribe, whatever it says. It is, I have added a little sound clip to that. It's just silly but every time I watch it and I'm like proofing my video before I roll it out onto YouTube, I'm like, yay, I got some sound. I was so proud of myself when I figured out how to do overlays, and I could, put like different pictures and videos in while the sound was still playing, with me talking and everything. So yeah, I just appreciate you guys sticking by me through all of the learning curve and, the trial and error stuff. And I promise you, my goal is to keep making these things better. So, yeah, I just, I'm trying. Reese wants to go to SHOT Show. You know what, Reese? If you can get to SHOT Show, that'd be awesome. And, make sure you find me and say hi again. So, just kind of, we'll make it a tradition. Justin Tranchel says I am correct with pronouncing his name. Yay! Justin, I don't know if you've ever watched any of my lives before, but the people, my regulars, will tell you I'm a stickler. I always try to pronounce people's names correctly. I think it's the teacher in me. I've been corrected too many times by students. They're like, you're not pronouncing it correctly. And if any of you have ever watched, what's it called? Key and Peele, the video about the substitute teacher where he's trying to pronounce all the names, and he says, like Balake, and it's Blake. Aaron, if any of you have heard Aaron, that's where that came from. He's trying to pronounce Aaron. So I'm a stickler for pronouncing names right. And so, Justin, I'm glad I got your name right. And you have not been to SHOT Show. Yeah. So, but you're new to the area. Yeah, I don't know how. I know that you have to be in the firearms industry to be able to go. Of course, we'll be going as media, and which is how we got, we went to Houston too. So, so let's see here. Ooh, I have things lighting up on my screen. Reese, my favorite words are gluteal cleft. Bending Ballistics wants to know if I want to come on his channel Monday night. That would be awesome. Let me check my calendar. Email me. Wait, no, don't email me. Instagram message me, right? That's where we've been chatting, is on Instagram. So message me and remind me of that, because I have a short-term memory. I'm old and I won't remember Monday night. So send me a message. Reese says they know talent when they see it. Oh, okay. Drew, I'm glad I just used my card. It's been expired for some 30 days. Glad I found out now, as I'll be out of town in about 2 weeks. I would have been mad finding out then. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't blame you at all. Okay, so what is Rob Wells? Rob Wells just donated $10 to my powder fund. Oh, Rob. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is amazing. This is not, just so we're clear, this is not why I do lives at all. Like, I'll be honest, I just love talking with you guys. That's it. And so I appreciate, truly, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys donating this money to my powder fund. I love that. I'm going to use that phrase from now on, Rob. That's so awesome. So let's see. Okay. Okay. I see. I keep getting behind on all my. Drew Bradley, yes, says Rob Wells, rock on. That's right. Reese has a fun story involving a substitute teacher. Okay, Reese, you gotta tell us the story, because now I will say I substitute taught for about 3 years, and you know, teaching is hard, but I will tell you that substitute teaching, and probably there will be teachers that would persecute me for saying this. Substitute teaching in many ways is harder than just full-time teaching, because I can tell you, walking into a classroom of kids that are complete strangers that you don't know, having to try to decipher a teacher's lesson plans, if they even left lesson plans. I subbed in a lot of rooms where they didn't leave lesson plans. In fact, I subbed in a kindergarten room one time where it was all day kindergarten, and this teacher left Post-it notes around her room. And the only thing the Post-it notes said were 1, 2, 3, 4. She went all the way up to, like, I want to say 10. And so basically I just had to look for the Post-it notes all day around the classroom. And I had to find, okay, I know I did Post-it. It was kind of like a scavenger hunt, I guess. I know I found Post-it note number 1 over here on this book. So I'm assuming that she wants me to read this book first to the students. And then I'd look around, okay, where's Post-it number 2? And then I found Post-it number 2 on, like, you know, a box of, like, counting blocks. And so I was like, okay, I guess I'm supposed to give these kids counting blocks to count with for a little while. I don't know. Like, she didn't tell me a schedule, like how long I was supposed to spend doing any of these things or anything. So yeah, I can tell you, walking in to substitute teach a class and try to maintain everything that teacher has implemented, plus try to get the kids to respect you immediately. It's hard. It is very, very hard. Chris 338 says, you are not old, dude. I'm 45. You know, I'm going to be 46 in August. So some days I feel older than others. I will say that. But yes, age is just a number. That's true. Hey, my buddy Clover Tack is here. Good to see you, Clover Tack. You know, Clover Tack, I was just thinking about you because I was finally cleaning out my swag bags from Houston a few days ago, and I pulled out my Clover Tack patch, which I should, like, I don't know, I should put somewhere in my screen, like, you know, so it's visible. But yeah, if any of my new people who are here tonight don't know Clover Tack, he's awesome. He's kind of been helping me out and mentoring me. And actually, Clover Tack, I'm going to be sending you an email. I don't understand AdSense at all. Like, I don't understand it. So I'm gonna shoot you an email and ask what the heck is up with that. So let's see. Okay, I just got told that Justin has the answer. Yes. Okay, so I have to highlight what Justin Tranchel says. Thank you for trying to get names correct. I think you overlooked the definition of penultimate earlier. It means second to last. It's used a lot in cycling. Okay, so first of all, Justin must be a cycler, so that's awesome. My husband actually is a cycler too. He loves to do that. I haven't done it since I was like a teenager, but so kudos to you. That is a great sport to take up. And yes, you are correct. The definition for penultimate is second to last. And we use it also, if any of you are musicians, Affordable Armory, you should know this. We use the word penultimate in music a lot too. Where do we use it? It's always the penultimate measure of the music, the second to last measure of music. because, you know, if you get your last couple measures of music, that's the last thing that the audience hears. And so they're very important. And so directors will often say, go to the penultimate measure and play. And so, okay. So also I see here that GGW is 65 today. Like, so, okay, GGW, is today your birthday? Oh my gosh. I kind of want to like sing happy birthday to you. Is it really your birthday? That is so cool. Okay. Now I have to say, if it's your birthday, you're hanging out here. Is that really what you want to do for your birthday? I mean, I don't know. Like, not trying to like put myself down, but you want to hang out here if it's really your birthday, tell me if it really is your birthday today. Or maybe today you're just 65. Maybe you were 65 yesterday too, and the day before. I don't know. So if it's your birthday today, happy birthday, GGW. That's really awesome. And let's see. Yep. Everybody is everybody's telling GDW happy birthday. No. Yeah, Reese, the penultimate measure would be the outro. That's true. Let's see. So wait, okay, so GGW says no. What are you saying no to? Oh, okay. You're saying yes. Okay. Yes, Affordable Army, yes, you should have known that. Never ever. Once a musician, always a musician, Affordable Army, okay? So at 65, you really don't get all excited anymore. GGW, did you have a cake today? Like, what have you done for your birthday? I know you don't get excited, but I mean, 65 is kind of a big number, right? Like, I don't know. I think you need to celebrate. I celebrate you, GGW. I think it's awesome that today is your 65th birthday. So, Clover Tack, what is this sheet music? I just strum until I figure it out. Yeah, I've never been a real good play by ear, but I do definitely read sheet music. But you know, I was a music major, and so they made us read sheet music. Whatever that's all about. If it were my birthday, this would be a fine place to me, says Reese. Aw, Reese, that's so sweet. Well, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do on my birthday. My birthday's on a Saturday this year, and I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I mean, 46 isn't really a very special number either. So maybe I'll have to have a live that night. I don't know. We'll have to have a little birthday. We have a Jenny J birthday party. I'll put like balloons and streamers up in the background, and you can all like sing happy birthday in the privacy of your own home. And I'll just assume you're singing happy birthday to me. I'll have some ice cream and cake, and I'll just eat it in front of you, and play canned happy birthday in the background. So yeah. Reese has what? Reese, you do not have 15 years on me. That would make you 60. Reese, you're not 60. I will tell you all, I've met Reese. He's not 60. There's no way. No way. Reese, I would have put you at my age. You're not 60. No. There's no way. No. So, okay, GGW went shooting with daughter number 3 and dinner with number 4. Aww. That is so great. I'm glad. That actually does sound, that does sound Nice. And Reese says music majors. Oh, dear God. I know. I know. Yeah. I I can't argue with that. And I say that with the utmost love in my heart because I'm still friends with some of my music major friends from when I went to college, and my 18-year-old is now officially a music major in college. She starts in August. She'll be in marching band, and she's a music education major. And I'm trying to not dissuade her from her dreams because she really wants to be a band director. So, yeah. Um, Critter says he's got hearing issues, so hearing it out won't work for me. Yeah. Well, you know what, Critter? Maybe that's a good thing. I mean, sometimes we don't want to hear some music, right? So let's see. Yeah, Reese says you'll sing in chorus. I will assume that you are. Reese, you were born in 62. Wow. I wouldn't have guessed it. That's the surprise of the day. So that's crazy. But yeah. So okay. Well, it's 10:30. It's almost 10:30 here. I am going to have to get myself to bed. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. So I'm going to drag myself to bed. I still have to shower, and we are going to be doing some CCW stuff tomorrow. So I should be back to being a ball of sunshine and rainbows and daisies. And so I'm going to have to get my sleep to do that. So anyway, I thank you all of you for being here tonight. And thank you to the people who donated to my powder fund. And you guys are all so awesome. And you definitely made the Friday night date night worth it. I was just like, I don't know if people still want to go and do this or not. I don't do it every week, but I love talking to you guys. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I hope you get to go out and burn some powder and, just enjoy yourselves. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And I will talk to you all again soon. Don't forget, we have a live Tuesday night. Make sure you hit the live button or the like button on this video. And I will talk to you all again soon. Good night. Thanks for being here.